We're going to go ahead and pull some cards for Twin Flames and the Twin Flame Collective just to see what's going on for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine. Right now, we have a lot of energy headed towards Earth. Last week we had a X flare, so this is a solar flare, but it was also the biggest one that we've had since last October. X flares are powerful. They are loaded with so much powerful energy, as well as some of the most powerful radiation that pretty much humanity has ever seen, right? Being carried in within some of these energies as well. Well, the sun just kicked off another X flare today, so we're sure to be feeling the energies over the next few days. Actually, yes, we're feeling a little bit of geomagnetic kind of storms and energies, but a lot of these energies are galactic. We're still in a Lyran gateway right now, so we're really going to be feeling these energies that very much opened up with that 1-1 porthole that are going to continue to really peak through this week's 111 porthole or gateway. So we're in a lot of Lyran energies. That means a lot of light codes. This could be affecting you, how you're feeling, and even your relationships right now. So let's go ahead and just pull some cards. This is for everyone, no matter what your situation. If you are in a twin flame connection or situation, sometimes you know this. You might sense that this person is the one. And a lot of things coming up around fate. Fate is certain experiences and people that you're meant to meet in your lifetime. However, your destiny is up to you. We can change it, and we are changing it all of the time. So we're remembering that, especially within any twin flame connections or relationships going on right now. So let's talk about it, because I see a lot of the same themes coming up for different people that I'm working with in these connections. A lot of healing being brought to the surface doesn't surprise me, because it's taken a little bit of like extra work in handling some of these energies and the energy shifts. So if we do have unhealed issues, they're going to come up usually within the energies, or even maybe within our relationships and things like that. So we're seeing a lot of that right now. We're going to start out with what is going on with the Divine Feminine first. And if you are the masculine, you can go ahead and take this as what's going on with your Divine Feminine, or what's going on with their situation, or even messages from your Divine Feminine. So I'm going to start with those that are in a separation. What does this mean? More work. You're going to know it by how it's feeling as you are moving through this process. So a lot of times you're being guided to really go heal. And it doesn't matter if you're in a twin flame situation. This is what we're being guided to do during this time. Your soul should be pulling you in that direction, where you might just be feeling guided to really hopefully work on yourself right now, to be working on your energy too, though, working on your healing. We have a lot coming up around the foods that we're eating right now, right? Having to make certain changes within these energies so that we are feeling better as we're moving into higher and higher frequency energy. So, your spirit guides are going to help you move through this process, or transition through this process with what you specifically may need to be doing, as your path lessons, and even what you may need may be different for everyone, kind of going through their own unique path as well too. So really following your spirit guides right now with any changes that you're being guided to make, eating better foods. So with the feminine root chakra coming up, okay, this is what I see with a lot of people. If you're in a separation, what happens is you're like wanting the person back. Like, I can see it. And this is for the feminine read right now. It could be like you tried everything. You felt like you were chasing them or trying to make them, or, and it wasn't working out. And that's because it's not going to. And the key to moving into a successful union is really to shift your own energy. And so, I do energy healing sessions, and I see that too, that you don't, sometimes it's like the opposite. You're, trying to go at this mirror situation and it isn't working. But when you shift your own energy, knowing it's going to shift the other person's energy and the connection as well too. So sometimes if you are in a separation, what you're trying to do isn't working, you're being guided to really focus on and work on shifting your own energy to shift the situation or the connection. Once again, everyone's situations are different, but a lot of times we're learning, how to heal on a different level as well too. The feminine being called to heal on a deeper level. I said I'm starting out this year as a work in progress, right? Oh my God, aren't we? Like, oh my God. Okay, so starting out this year as like a work in progress, but we really need to be working on ourselves, because this is where we're going to see the best changes in our lives, whether energetically or even with things that we're trying to manifest or work with on a bigger level. There's a lot of energies coming in. We were just talking about those X flares. We should be using them to manifest. We should really be learning how to flow with them. And they are the ultimate amplifiers of how we're feeling and energy. So the feminine being guided no matter what your situation, but especially if you're in a separation, to be working on yourself. Okay, so sometimes there's this could be past life stuff, and this is my problem in this lifetime. I have a lot of the past life stuff come through, and I know a lot of you guys might be feeling things, sensing things. It could be pertaining to things that have come up in your connection, triggers, things that you've moved through, deeper feelings of, things you're working on, insecurities, whatever it is for you that have come up within this connection, because this is one of the deepest past life connections that you'll ever be in without that level of awareness. And then with every soul, we kind of pick up where we left off in past lives as well too. What often happens before you go into a separation, something happens, and usually it will mirror past life experiences, circumstances, challenges that may have kicked off like in past lives. And sometimes you don't have that level of awareness, but maybe you've said things have come up, things that have happened within the connection that have ultimately brought you or moved you or shifted you into a separation. And so I always say to look at these things, but within yourself. So the most common, I say, relationship ruiner is like pointing fingers and not a lot of accountability, but in a conscious relationship, and a twin flame union can only exist in a conscious union, right? Or by being more conscious. And so this is the most conscious of all conscious unions or relationships. We're being guided to really take responsibility for ourselves, what we can fix, how we're acting, things that we might need to be working on, or how we're feeling within. This is something we're responsible for, right? And then we're kind of realizing that. So working on yourself for the feminine, taking accountability for anything that if it has come up. Sometimes it could be a lot of feelings and things like that, and stuff like that. And these are like things that can come up. Sacral coming up for the feminine right now as blocks in the union, blocks in the connection. This could have been fears from the past, different things that are have come up in the connection if you are in a separation, or have been coming up in the union even together. Past sacral things. This could be wounds around past betrayals, relationship issues, past life issues, financial things, all sorts of kind of blocks in this area that could be coming up and getting in the way of this higher divine union right now. So if you are in a separation, being guided to really work on your energy. Let's shift the focus if you're in this relationship, right? If you're in a relationship now, still, if you're single, keep following along. If you're in a separation, keep following along. This is really for everyone. We're going to check in on the divine feminine and continue to, before I continue to go, because Instagram is going to cut me off after 15 minutes. Make sure you're checking out my website. Make sure you're doing an individual reading on your relationship so that I can help to guide you better through the process of what's going on and how to shift things with whatever your situation. Doesn't matter whether you are, in a separation and want this person back, or you are in a union and you're just looking to come into a deeper union and things like that. So I do all sorts of work with everyone in these situations. Make sure you're checking out my website too. I always say check out the healings I do. I have a twin flame section on there too. Material world, a feminine in the material right now. This could look like the base chakra, the root chakra. It could look like also, like I said, healing deep issues around money, career, status, the third dimension, and making your mark. I see a lot of what's happening on the bigger picture of the planet. So sometimes we're feeling a frustration about how things are playing out on a material or a physical level at this moment. Maybe you're, really trying to make things happen and move things, and, and that's okay. I realize some of what is happening on a deeper level is this spiritual awakening and ascension, and that is what this is all about in this lifetime, especially during this time within these energies. So really, let's say for the feminine, staying in your healing bubble, healing cocoon, you're in that womb space of deep healing and also regeneration right now. Are some of you guys in denial about this connection? My favorite denial about the work, everyone will say it was the other person, but actually it is your own energy. It's always your own energy. So whether it is things that have happened and just kind of staying in ego, because only if we stay in ego are we pushing away our twin flame connection or deeper wounds that have come up and things like that. So a little bit about kind of waking up to this connection, waking up to the deeper work going on. The feminine, be the observer right now. And the reason why, there's a lot of deception, oh my God, around the world. This is how we had to feel things out vibrationally, or feel what isn't for us or what is for us, because each of our soul has unique lessons that we're being guided through and that we're working on. Now, this could just be seeing things on a deeper level, seeing through things, seeing through the deception in your life. This could be seeing through some of the energies around you. Like, once you're tuned into your guidance, you're going to get so much guidance on everything. Like, it's going to be like you're so switched on. Now, the trick is to stay connected with our guidance as well too. So we don't want to disconnect from our own guidance. We want to connect more. The more we can connect with our own guidance, we're going to be able to perceive and see things around us. Like, you're going to be able to just read intentions, and if something isn't for you or as a negative like intention or not good for you, you're going to know it a mile away. And sometimes this is so frustrating, because sometimes we are becoming multidimensional as we're learning how to exist in such a quantum field right now, and then not everyone may be on your level. So this could be for the feminine. If you're still learning with a lot of people in 3D that are like in old patterns, behaviors, stuff like that, you're going to be able to like see through it in a minute if you have moved past some of this stuff, right? This could be seeing the world in a different light or on a different level too, and see some of the problems. I always say problems and things going on, like I can't help it, but the way I look at the world, and it's just because I'm seeing a lot of, you know, the areas that need healing and need assistance and help, and seeing it on a different level. So as you do awaken and you start to really tap into or shift into higher levels of consciousness, you're going to see more of things going on around you, whether it is lower vibrational patterns in other people, situations that aren't good for you, things that aren't good for you on the planet. But be the observer right now. Like, sometimes we're not meant to be wrapped up in everything, and I tell people this. So rule for 2023, if it's not your karma, stay out of it. Like, right, I just told someone that this morning, kind of funny but true, right? And so a lot of you guys are not meant to be in other people's dramas or things going on around you, and that's okay, because there's going to be more of that too as we are moving into higher levels of consciousness and people are going through this process. This could mean that you're meant to pull back and really see yourself too. So while you're observing things, this is how we learn though. So if you feel like you've been thrown in it lately, yeah, we do learn more too. So we are here on earth to learn and to get more experiences and things like that. And so sometimes when you are observing other people's experiences, the people around you, you know, stuff going on in the planet, whatever you're seeing as the observer, it's also helping to expand you on such a level too. So this is a little bit about not being attached to everything. It could be, don't be attached to, like, if you have family drama over here, work drama, don't get attached to this stuff. As we're moving into 2023, there's a lot of like 3D dramas playing out, and that's okay, and just not worth your time and energy going into 2023. So pull back a little. We're still in Mercury retrograde, but we're overthinking things. Oh my God, you guys have been thinking about things, right? Are you thinking about a person, a situation? What are you thinking about? What's coming up for you? And then everything coming around love, because I realize, yes, we're going to play many roles with people, but love is all that there is, and that is all that's important as well too, connections of love. So ultimately, right, we're striving for this higher union. It's what we've been searching for all of the time as well too. So no matter what your situation, knowing that 2023 is a powerful year for any twin flames, the process going on, and the spiritual journey going on. Splitting your energy, you're wearing yourself thin to the feminine. You might be multitasking, doing too much, right? Like everything going on. And whether you need to, if you're in a partnership, really pull back and focus on that connection. And I say, yes, we need to work on these connections. And people say, what? Yeah, we do need to work on everything in our life. Yeah. If we don't work on something, it's probably going to fall in. No different than needing to work through these things. So if you are in a spiritual connection, pulling back, but also giving more time and energy and attention to your partner is going to help you with this union. So this goes for the feminine. If you've been spread kind of thin, pulling back and focusing on yourself, but also your connection right now. So whatever you may need healing, is a really good time for that too. We're going to pull some cards for the divine masculine right now. What's going on with them? If you are the divine feminine, take this as a message from your masculine too. Getting the cards messed up, but we're going to go ahead and do some messages. can take this as some messages of what's going on with your masculine too, if that is what's going on. So you can take this as a message from your masculine, or just what's going on with the masculine collective right now. We're just going to pull some cards and see what is going on, no matter what your situation and what the masculine is going through. And make sure you're doing some individual work with me. It'll just help so much no matter what your situation. All right, we're going to see what's going on. All right, so we'll start with anyone single in a separation from their masculine. Take this as what's going on. All right, so this is sometimes when you, if you guys like, sometimes I see a lot of people where they're having to reach out. Maybe you're needing to, like, right? Oh my God, dating nowadays. But maybe you're needing to. So, you know, sometimes they could feel like they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to reach out to you. What's going on? How did it end? Did you push them away? I see so much of that push-pull effect where people are pushing away what they actually want in life and not making space for it, or creating blocks within themselves that are coming up energetically. So, of course, you have to resolve these blocks to get into a union and to shift out of a separation. And it puts you in such a dark night of the soul energy sometimes, because maybe sometimes it's such a process to work through. That is part of triggering that separation, wounding and pain and trauma, and it is needed. You can't keep carrying it into the new. So we all go through a certain level of needing to clear the trauma energetically and emotionally. The masculine clearing the emotional body right now, connected with the solar plexus, activating the light body, and upgrades going on right now. So this is a connection where a lot of times they can tell that it's a twin flame union because you can't stop thinking about the person. Like, oh my God, it gets worse when you're in separation, right? And things like that. You might feel really sad, or like you're off your timeline and things like that. And that's why it's important to understand a lot of times we are and needing to work on ourselves. This is a different type of connection. A lot of people might not understand it. So like your friends and family might think you're crazy, or tell you, they're like, what? Yeah, it takes a certain level of spiritual understanding to even be ready for a twin flame journey or connection, or to even have this kind of a level of understanding. And I get that, as we have many different dimensional realities playing out, and that goes for our friends and family. And sometimes they're not always able to understand our journey, especially something you need to feel on a heart chakra and a soul level. Like, love's a funny thing, right? We know you can't force connection, but it has a funny way of working out, and we meet the right partner in divine timing as well too. So a little bit about fated connections coming up. However, just because the universe might have led you to this person in divine timing, if you've messed it up, you're choosing your own destiny then, shifting your destiny coming up right now. No matter what your situation, you are meant to be in a twin flame union, in the most beautiful fifth dimensional blissful experience that you can imagine of your life right now. Just, you don't even, if you haven't met that person, it's okay. Just visualize your life and that perfect partner and what you do want. And there's someone out there that has the other half to that template and has that same vision in their mind, someone that you've been with a million times in so many lifetimes, that you are meant to be with. When we're in separation, we're in a separation from ourselves. So, you know, the higher state is union with ourselves, that partner, and God as well too. Masculine, you need open up to receive, whether you need support, love, and energy and time from your divine feminine, or needing something else. It doesn't matter if it's abundance, the material, right? Whatever it is, staying open to also receive. I think it's beautiful energies when we're learning to be of service to each other, especially within our connections, right? And so this could be, maybe you're needing to receive more, or to open up, or to let others do more for you around you, especially the feminine. Are you being guided to open up to the feminine helping you more? Guidance, receiving blessings through the feminine right now. A deep soulmate connection as well too. And that's powerful too, because flames do come from the same soul groups as well too, because, you know, like on a higher level, and we do that, and sometimes we're kind of finding our way back now to some of these, we'll say, core groups vibrationally as we are ascending into higher states. So, you know, this is the masculine. It could be other connections around them, their connection with you, tapping into the 5th dimension. So clearing a lot of fear. It's like I felt that at different times. Every fear in the world can come up, and that is okay. We're clearing them sometimes. So if sometimes you're feeling a little out of balance or like freaked out or in fear, knowing that we're clearing a lot, especially within the root chakra, as we're becoming more deeply rooted and connected spiritually, our spiritual connection, our spiritual roots. 5th dimension coming up right now. So as we're shifting into the 5th dimension, things are happening. You may be becoming super telepathic in your connection with each other energetically. Like there's such an energy exchange, an energetic knowing, reading each other's minds, saying the same thing at the same time, coming into a deeper harmony and synchronicity. And that's why whatever energy we're bringing to the table or presenting is so important as well too, right? In both halves of that connection. So this is a connection where we need to really work on making sure we're not bringing our own baggage into the connection and clearing more as well too. So the more we're staying in that higher 5th dimensional frequency, the better it's going to be for uplifting our entire connection and our partner as well too. So for the masculine, staying in those 5th dimensional frequencies, major blessings coming through for the masculine right now in every area. Protection. I'm telling myself that this morning. You are protected by ancient magic. You didn't just put yourself to sleep in this mind matrix. Yeah, I know, right? You didn't just put yourself under amnesia and agree to all of this, right? Without first making sure that you were okay, you were protected. Yes, you have certain karmic stories and challenges that you're going to continue to move through, because I feel we're being tested too in this place as well too, but receiving major blessings. This is your ancestors coming through for you, your bigger life plan coming back around, but also attention, love, your energy becoming beautiful and magnetic, and all of a sudden things going good. So this is also attracting love to you for the divine masculine, knowing your guides are there for you as well too. Appreciating your journey. Your twin flame appreciates you. See the blessings, practice appreciation. And I love that, because it's like, today I am grateful, just being grateful for where you are on the journey. And it doesn't matter if it's the little things, like I'm just so grateful I'm doing like rainy chill day vibes, and that's okay with me, right? And I'm just gonna be like, you know, chilling and doing a little bit of gratitude, having my coffee and hanging out. But I feel that the energy that we are weaving mostly into our everyday, we'll say mundane tasks that we're doing, we can like make them so magical as well too, right? So you're like doing your beauty routine, right? Add a little magic to that, right? Add a little like prayer and things like that, and it's gonna really, really do beautiful things for your soul as well too. Connecting with your soul in the little tiny things in life. So sometimes it's like we are in such an ocean of consciousness, but maybe it's that little thing coming through that you manifested. Maybe it's all those angel numbers. Maybe it's just you seeing and sensing your help so much more. We know that in the past 10 years, our help is coming through so much stronger, right? Oh my God, manifestation is coming through faster. Anything that you need, being able to tap into and work in with higher states of resources and things like that that are coming through within these very spiritual energies as well too. Just being so grateful for the progress that you're making on a spiritual level, weaving that into, bringing that down into the physical so that you feel better about things too. So for the masculine, just staying grateful for the little things is helping you a ton. Release. We're having to clear so many energies at different times. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Time to clear fear and doubt and things like that. So clearing a lot of things within the masculine and the feminine for everyone, like things that have been going on for so long as well too. So for the masculine, clearing these things now, knowing that you're being guided, loved, protected, not only that, but blessed during this time. Amazing things are going to play out for you over the next couple of months for the masculine. All that work I kept saying this morning that we've been doing, coming back full circle right now. Okay, so for both distractions, clearing them. This could be things in your connection, and we're having to do that sometimes, things that are getting in the way, whether it's negative things, controlling your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused, whether it's negativity popping into our head. We're more telepathic than we think, and then sometimes we're having to clear these things as well too. So clearing things if they are not in alignment, we talked about yesterday, with your manifestations and where you want to be in life. So clearing the distractions, really doing you, focusing on you right now. perfect timing. Divine timing ordained by the angels. It's never too late or too early. As we're becoming more telepathic and more connected, we're connecting with source more, our own internal guidance, and we're coming into a deeper harmony also with the angels. So this is like a connection being guided by the angels, by source, right? Ordained by source. And it's a very powerful connection as well too. So if you're following your internal guidance, is meant to lead you on this path to this person as well too. The masculine and feminine really tapping into the angels right now. Of course, divine timing feels very frustrating to me here in the human, and I'm like, oh my god, right? And it can feel very frustrating here because we're not able to force the circumstances around our twin flame connection. Like I said, we have to do the certain process and move through it, and that's important as well too. So knowing that everything is coming to you, it's on the way, it's manifesting everything that you are trying to manifest, that you are that much magic, but also trusting in the divine timing. So a little bit like we put our manifestations out there, and if like life is a river and it's leading you to your manifestations right here, we can't force that flow, especially when we're trying to work magic, right? Within the energies, a little bit about you put it out there, and you know, as long as you have faith in this process, you're going to receive it, and allowing the universe to guide you to that space of your manifestations right now. So they are out there and they did work, and you're actually well on the way to them, allowing things to unfold naturally as they're going to, because we can't force things, especially anything around a twin flame union or twin flame connection. The trick is to kind of be connecting with source more, and it's going to help you within this connection, as it is a divine connection and meant to be a divine union. I'm going to go on that note, but I'm sending you a ton of love and good energies. If you guys do need a reading, make sure that you are booking them on my website. Check out the healing sessions that I do. I do lots of twin flame healing and also activation work. So I have a whole twin flame section as well too, but I do other healing work and all sorts of sessions. Make sure you're checking them out on my website. Have a beautiful day. Recommending that you're using these high frequency energies for doing some healing work.